Luckily, therapy wasn't full all the time. So I am blaming the victim. I'm blaming the victim. You can't show up looking, there's a fishnet and then be like, don't look at her, Sergeant.
He was like, you didn't ask for marriage. You asked for a kid.
This for me. Like, I used to be a crotch watcher.
Crotch watcher.
It's because of this.
Oh, shit.
Wait. How long?
And literally, no joke, I had no control over it. Like, it just shut off.
The ick like that, huh?
They said I fraternized, but I really just helped a soldier get through whatever he was going through.
Oh.
I'm trying to.
What had happened was...
Okay.
Hey, welcome back to another Therapy is Full podcast. And we have a very special guest today, but I'm not introducing the guest yet because I'm going to introduce myself, Dustin Hayes, founder of Red, White, and Badass Brew. And we got
Terrence Davis, the owner of the Dream Team, SD. And we actually have guests.
Oh, did I just say one?
Yes, it's not a problem. Yeah. Nobody expected anything.
I know. When we drop out of high school, they don't expect the bar to be raised very much.
That's actually one of the first episodes of the podcast. You talk specifically about that.
Yeah.
How you were just counted out.
Yeah.
And now I won't count on you to do the proper introduction anymore.
No, you don't need to. I don't need people to count on me. I count on myself.
That's fair. I do.
But who do we have today?
We've got Miss Laurie and Miss Ty. Hello, ladies.
Hello.
They looking good today, too. I don't know if can I say respectfully?
Respectfully.
Yeah, okay,
Thank you.
Okay, I had to cover myself.
Wow.
It was close. Almost.
And
almost jacked
how you introduced them, I don't think was proper.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, they thought it was proper. Ladies, feel free. Introduce yourselves. Kind of who do you have the pleasure of meeting?
For sure. My name's Taisha, but Ty, my nickname. My wife, Laurie.
Hello, I'm Laurie.
Yeah, welcome. And
no, we're gonna bring more of that. No, hold on, no, we're gonna let that slide. Miss Laurie, tell us what you do, Miss Laurie. We love to meet you.
Well, we look good because I'm in fashion now. So.
There it is. Okay. Yep. Actually, funny story is you actually just interviewed, weren't you, for fashion?
Oh, for the San Diego newspaper.
Oh, just for the San Diego newspaper.
That's San Diego Times.
It wasn't like the Del Mar Inquisitor. It was
it happened to actually be the front page of the San Diego Times. It was dope.
That's very true.
Do you have it framed? Are you gonna get it framed?
Not yet.
Oh, okay.
But you have a copy of the magazine
for
sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
So how do you look fashionable in an army uniform? I mean, like that is probably one of the most unfashionable uniforms I've ever seen.
Especially the new pink ones. Those things are ugly.
What the fuck?
They're like salmon colored now.
Are you serious?
Yeah, they like blend in with like.
No, they don't. He's talking
I don't know what
shit.
he's talking about.
We have to Google that.
Yeah, because it's been 6 months. I don't think they changed anything.
I will Google it. Look, concrete colored. You laying on the ground. That's what they do.
Oh yeah. No more the jungle and the woods, the desert. We're just now a concrete army.
The concrete army.
They're trying.
Yeah, but she's actually technically she already betrayed him already. She's actually Air Force.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, she Air Force. Yeah.
Okay. So you can't actually say army. That's stolen valor now.
Do me a favor. Make sure.
I actually swept rocks in the army.
Swept
when I got in trouble. So that would make sense.
What did you have to do to sweep rocks?
Why would you sweep?
They said I fraternized, but I really just helped a soldier get through whatever he was going through.
Oh.
And what? There's so much to unpack.
What had happened was...
Okay, what had happened?
I wrote a letter because he was talking about like, oh my gosh, like this is the worst thing ever. My girlfriend this. Everything was happening back home. So I wrote him a letter just telling him like, you're doing great. You're doing good things here, blah, blah, blah. We went shooting. It fell out of his boot. The drill sergeant got it, read it over the intercom.
Oh, man.
And the crazy part is like we both got in trouble together. So now, I mean, if we were fraternizing, like you put us together to work and do all these things, we were sweeping the concrete. So I'm just saying, if they had concrete uniforms, then it wouldn't make sense. But we just picked up rocks. We just did random things.
Busy work for sure.
Yeah. Until like
so was he
o'clock.
like an E6 and you were an E1?
No. We were just in boot camp.
Just in fraternize? What?
Wait, you went to boot camp together?
Yeah, I didn't know him.
Yeah, I was in co-ed as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, you're Navy.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's different. Navy's different because they do the co-ed.
The way you attack that. You're Navy.
Well,
absolutely.
No, because I think the standard was different. I don't know when you were in. When were you in?
07.
07?
Mm-hmm. I started.
No, I think I'm pretty sure it was
Yeah, I didn't realize they did.
Did y'all actually get stress cards?
No, not when I was in.
Okay, just checking. I mean, we heard
but
things.
I think it was very close.
Heard about that.
We heard things.
That's a joke.
Oh, is it?
But anyway, my opinion.
Oh, well, it's a joke. But did it actually happen?
No, it was
real.
just the beginning when I got there. Like, people weren't allowed to, like, like be in your face, but they still
Really?
did their thing. Like I had
crazy to me.
hardcore drill sergeants.
In 07, we're about to send these guys to war. We're giving them stress cards.
Yeah,
and
their
arms-
feelings
one arm's
matter now.
distance.
Yeah.
You know what happens when you go to war, right?
Like, should you even be a drill
You can't
sergeant
hold it.
anymore?
Yeah, you can't hold up a stress card and say, time out. I need to do some emotional
But
eating.
no, supposedly that is kind of what it is. It's like a hey, I'm getting emotionally distressed, and you hold the flag, and no one can talk to you or like mess with you for whatever. And I'm just speculating here, but nobody can mess with you for some
Yeah,
specified
you
period of time.
literally get a timeout.
It's a timeout. Oh, hell no! The fuck?
Oh,
Shit! I
You
wish.
just saying that like you're at church, man.
I was I got you. Hey,
I did want to learn more about this whole stress thing. I'm like, so while you're in the gas chamber, do you get to throw out your stress card?
Oh,
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
another thing?
yeah. You know,
I
you
didn't
got
get that
snot,
opportunity.
coughing.
Right.
Right.
You know,
I mean, I
like-
just want to know if I get one in boot camp, like in combat. Like, hey, Taliban, you're stressing me out.
Yeah.
Can you just put a pause on this war?
Yeah, it's called the 9 line.
I'm about to say, what would that stress card look like?
It's kind of like you pull out a stress card in the middle of combat. You
A
get to
white
get a 9
flag,
line.
maybe. White
Crap.
flag.
White flag? Shit.
Flag. Yep.
That's crazy.
So
Okay,
fashion
so-
designer, Miss Ty, what do you do?
Support my wife.
Okay. Oh,
That was good.
That's
right?
not true.
That was good.
You do.
No, that's absolutely.
You
Actually, we
do-
just talked about that
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
this April. So that was, yeah,
You do support your wife. You support each
for
other.
sure.
We support each
For
other
sure.
for sure. But no, I've been running my consulting firm for 6 years now. And yeah.
I thought you were new into the consulting game. Not like
he did not
cemented
listen
into it.
yesterday when y'all
It's
introduced
okay.
him.
No, because we had a lot of side conversations.
We did. We had a bunch of those.
Yeah,
but
Okay.
You know, so and I'm not a very good multitasker. You know, so I'm
High
a
school
very
dropout. Yeah, we know.
you know. Damn.
Oh man.
I'm getting burned.
Didn't you start the episode?
I did. I know,
Oh,
but
you were
I didn't
good.
want to cry on my own episode. Okay,
Respectfully.
Right.
respectfully.
Respectfully.
So I want them to cry. not
You
me.
might cry a little bit. We're talking about sex and love and spank bangs and
Ooh.
shit. So you might cry a little bit.
Oh yeah.
You did tell me about that fetish you had where you cry like while it's getting done.
Yeah, during sex.
During.
Yeah.
He cries during.
Yeah,
Is that what this is
these are
about
happy
today?
Tell us more
tears.
about
We
that.
didn't
These are
get
happy
that.
tears.
Yeah, tell us more about that. Well, no, I think the importance of today's episode is really mostly about how we in the military find love and how we transitioning out of the military and how that correlates to how we love outside the military. So it's not just about, hey, who we are and how we're finding love while we're in. It's how do we, the things that we did, good, bad, and different, the behaviors that we picked up, how do those translate to how we love outside the military? So yes, we're talking sex, love, and spank banks, but the truth is, we don't got to go into our spank banks unless you both want to share one of, your, I don't know. Okay, I'm just going to.
Yeah,
I think
it's
you two
open.
would be
This is
doing
open
more of
mic,
that.
so it's whatever y'all want to share. So in the military, so both of y'all, you served how many years?
About 13.
13 years you served.
6 and then 2 inactive.
2 inactive. Okay, so we got.
We call you 8. You good with it?
Yeah, I typically
yeah.
go by 8.
And
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, 8.
It's 8. So I'm sure you found love in the military, right? Both of y'all.
No.
No, you didn't find love in the military.
No.
It was fun and games.
Wait, you didn't find love in the military?
Well, I guess I did. I was still in when
She
I
was
found you.
still in,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, so you guys found love.
She found love in the military.
Okay.
But not
Okay.
in the military,
Yeah.
but like while I was in the military.
And no marriages, active duty prior to this one.
Nope.
Well, I was married for like 2 seconds.
There was a long pause. I couldn't tell the look of the desk there was like.
I mean, that was a hard
See,
no.
I didn't actually know. So like, I feel like she looked and was like, "You motherfucker! I told you not
You
to
really
bring
did?
that up in the interview. I said don't bring it up." But now we here now.
We is here.
We here now. So tell us some more. And he got one too. So we got in his ass too.
I think at
yeah.
the end of the day, I was beginning of my 30s and I was just like, okay, well, what's next? Like, I'm loving my life. I'm in the military. I'm traveling. I'm here. And I had a really, really good friend and we were friends forever. Probably the only person that knew me. And I was like, people say they marry their friends. So let's do it. And I just had like this urge, but I was also in like a pattern of things at that moment. So it was like, I'm doing something, it's 6 to 8 weeks pattern, and then it just shuts off. So
listen. This podcast is unfiltered. What's the tagline?
We didn't even say it, did we?
You did not. Go ahead.
Oh man, yeah, we're unlicensed, unfiltered, and unhealed.
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 So feel free to be as raw and real. So when you say you're doing things, are you talking about having so I call them micro relationships. That's what I called mine. When I traveled post service, because of the nature of my job, I knew having a real relationship was never going to happen. So what I would do is I would have these, what I called micro relationships. We would date, we would talk, we would FaceTime, we would do, FaceTime wasn't around yet, but we would do all of the aspects of having a relationship which is what I wanted was intimacy. Or what I needed was intimacy, and the way I thought I got intimacy was by having these micro relationships. What I was looking for was really vulnerability and a place to be safe to share, those deeper thoughts. And you're not going to find that when you're casually sleeping with somebody for weeks or months at a time. Is that what you were kind of doing as well? Kind of like 6 weeks of or 6 months maybe of oh, we're here and you got my time and attention. Then at 8 months, you're like, time to go.
They probably wish it was 8 months, but it was about 6 to 8 weeks.
Okay.
And it was just a pattern of those moments, it felt really good. You're laughing, you're doing all these things. But my flaw was I find something and maybe nowadays you can wear opposite socks, right? Like someone could wear 2 different socks. But back then I was if you wear 2 different socks, I'm done. It just shuts off. And literally no joke, I had no control over it. It just shut off.
The ick like that, huh?
Yeah. Bruh, come on now. The ick. We all over 30. Okay,
right. That's the new
I
thing.
got teenage kids. I ain't down with that lingo.
Clearly.
Slay.
Yeah.
See, I don't know all of it.
Yeah, I don't know.
I try. I use it wrong on
it's
purpose.
It's a lot.
I mess with my daughter by saying it all the time. I'm like, oh, did I eat just now? Did I eat all my crumbs?
Yes.
Maybe I want seconds. And she's like, that's not how you use it. I'm like, are you still hungry? Because my plate's clean. Because I ate. And she's like, stop. Stop. You're the worst.
It.
Okay,
Right,
so go ahead.
right.
I get you for 8 weeks. I wore the wrong pair of socks. I wore a pair of shoes that didn't match the outfit. And you're like, yo, I'm done with this, dude. You're out. You're dead to me.
Pretty much. It's not I think that the worst. It's just something turns off, the little switch turns off, and literally it's what just happened?
So, but let's be clear. You're man, I don't know how to say this. You're married. So was proper way, wife?
Yes.
We are
spouses, wives, partners.
Spouses?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Damn, dude.
I don't know.
Yeah, everything.
I don't know. I'm trying
We
here.
need more of them, man.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's because this is not an everyday kind of life for me. So I don't know, the things.
You should do good.
I know, making me backpedal, man. Now I'm just
He's gonna be giving an introduction to the podcast again. Hey guys, this is Her Who's Full Podcast. I really know how I got back here, but I backed myself all the way up. Go ahead.
I don't want to say what we have on the show today because I don't know if it is the proper way of saying it. No. So were you always attracted to women?
I realized that I could be attracted to women at
What
19.
do you mean you realize you could be?
I think I think there's 2 ways. You're the born, and I've asked her this before. Or there's a thing where you feel weird doing the heterosexual thing, but you don't know anything different. So you just do it.
Yeah, so
I never was super into it, but it was there. It was cool. I'm cool. I'm tomboyish, and I'm doing the things, playing basketball, doing all those things. So, it's fun. But at the end of the day, I think around 19, I was getting into this group where they liked women and they went to gay clubs and stuff like that. And I was like, wow, this is a thing. This is awesome.
If you're a man, you want to be treated where women get the drinks bought for them. Go be a decent looking guy to a gay bar and you're going to get drinks bought for you just like a woman.
It's true.
It's very true. It's very true.
By accident. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And I was like, well, what do I contest? Oh, shit.
Go ahead.
And dudes are just like, we'll buy you a drink. I was like,
nice
I'm here.
beard.
I mean, I have, there's one thing I don't like. People touch my beard. Yeah, it's fucking weird.
Right? People do that with hair.
Yeah.
It's
why would you touch my face?
A stranger walks up to you and
be like, oh, nice
your beard. Wow.
It's okay if you do it. Yeah.
I'll do it.
We're close enough.
But randomly, I'm just going to pop up.
But random people.
Interesting.
But especially younger, they come up and be like, oh, nice beard. I'm like, what the fuck, man? Where do your hands just come from?
Right.
You know what I mean? For one, and it's my face and my mouth.
Right.
Yeah, it's crazy. But anyway, so yeah, exactly. Well, a lot of people know.
The switch, though. So the funny thing is, I remember the switch. There's a girl. I'm not gonna name names because I don't want her to know that this is what happened. There's a girl I we grew up it was the Boy Meets World thing. We were friends forever. There was always that I love her. I think I'm she's gonna be the one type thing. And then I remember I joined. I was just about to leave for Japan. We bumped into each other and I was like, oh, let's hang out. We'll go for a motorcycle ride. So we take this motorcycle ride. I bring her back to the car. I go to put her up on the car. I go to talk to her and she's like, I always regretted that you never took your shot or something. She said something to me at that point in time. You don't say that shit to me now. Now I shoot my shot now. So I said, okay, cool. I picked her up on the car. We started kissing, open the back door. We go in, we have sex in the back of her car. Boom, it is what it is. And then she goes, okay, well, now it's like 4 or 5 in the morning. I can't go home. So like, where can we go? She's like, well, why don't we go back to your place? And at the time I'm staying at my mom's before I go to Japan. I'm like, yeah, sure. Let's go. So I'm on the motorcycle. She's in her car. She's following me. She's behind me. I'm at a red light. And before the light went green, a switch went off. And I remember saying, I'm dead serious. This is what I said in my head. Why the fuck is she following me? Why are you going back to my house? Like, why are we even doing this? Like, go home. Like, it was a switch that went off, and I wanted nothing to do with her. And it was the worst feeling in the world.
Oh my gosh, I know. You're like, why?
Yep.
Because I told her, like, I did meet really good people.
Yeah. Yep.
And it was just like one thing, like this girl maybe forgot her shirt in the dryer and it just smelled when she came over. And it was like, we had such a good time, but it's like, oh, I can't
that
do it.
dirty dryer smell. I know exactly.
The mildew.
What's the word? It starts with a P. It's putrid or
Putrid. Yeah, it's mildew.
Yeah,
But it's just
bad.
mildew.
Oh,
Yeah, it's just mildew. Yeah, I don't like it. So is that the same thing? So with you then? So like, do you have a similar switch or no?
No, not at all.
Oh, okay. You used to love her. Okay.
She is loyal.
So when were you born or did you just find out?
Oh man, I grew up keeping my options open, if you know what I'm talking about.
For people who don't, what are you talking about?
People want to talk about, they want to label you and call you bi and all that. But, I'm just attracted to people.
Oh.
I'm only attracted to my wife right now.
Yeah, good answer.
Absolutely.
Good answer.
But I've always been attracted to humans. You know what I mean? I can recognize a good looking male. I can recognize a good looking woman. And growing up, it was really your personality, how well you dressed, how articulate you were. Did you smell good? That would keep my attention long enough, So, yeah. So yeah, I was born that way.
So during service, what was the dating or sex life during service?
Man, it was a culture shock. I joined at 18. So I went into the Navy and it was an intense culture shock because even though I joined during Don't Ask, Don't Tell. And if you're not familiar with that and you're watching the show, it's like, don't tell the military that you're in this community, this LGBTQ plus community, because if so, then you'll get kicked out and all these things. So I joined during that era, but I was surprised at how many people were in this community and they were just like blatant with it, And since we're on this show and I love that it's unfiltered, I'm talking about we have chicks on there wearing straps walking around on the boat, like in their uniform and,
underneath their uniform,
underneath their uniform, not obviously on top, but,
my God.
just, a little print hanging out from the And I'm a print. And I'm like,
that's your people.
This is another world. So I never felt like I really belonged in that space because I'm just attracted to people. And I never liked that label. I never wanted to be called a lesbian or bisexual. It's just like, are you going to treat me right? Or, are we going to be good people? That's all I really cared about. I just never wanted to fit into that. So I didn't really indulge in relationships. Not when I was in the military. I had friends and you did things with friends that you shouldn't have done that you're like, oh, we're just friends. We should have never did that.
Was one of them the strap-on lady?
Absolutely not.
Oh, okay.
No.
That is so weird that somebody was walking around with a strap-on.
Multiple people. Multiple. I remember the boat that I was on.
Was that the same thing?
Not around my, no.
Yeah, when I told her about this, she's like,
I didn't grow up with people doing it, but I just knew people that did it. I never understood it.
You ain't even using it.
Right.
No. I don't know what they're doing with it now.
But they might want to
stand up to
rub against somebody or something, and it's just like walk by them, like rub up against a woman, and some women love that.
Brush against.
I'm not a lesbian to love that.
It's
I'm just not.
It's the boat dog. It's the boat
dog.
Right.
Wait, hold on. Women love when.
It depends on what kind.
I won't say women.
Right.
Not all women.
No.
Oh, okay.
All right.
It's just like. Yeah,
let's be honest. Like some women would like a guy to brush up against them, and to feel that. Yeah, same concept.
Right. Same concept. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it was a thing.
I'm just trying to understand the concept of what you get out of brushing up on somebody else with a. So that's the thing. Huh? It is attention, but I'm just like you can't feel anything. Like it's a strap on. It's not attached to you. So it's like,
how'd you not get in trouble?
It's like, well, I mean, maybe you couldn't see it, or honestly, how am I going to see?
Yeah, you can't get in trouble.
I'm going to stare at your crotch and be like, "Are you wearing a strap on?"
Right, exactly.
I'm staring at your crotch.
It's weird.
Are you wearing a strap on?
That's all good until there's fire. On a ship.
You have to take off your clothes if it's fire.
Well, that thing's gonna melt. It's plastic, right?
I'm done.
I gotta be on fire.
Dang, when there's a fire, you gotta get naked.
What are you talking about?
I have an embarrassing
What,
thing
you think
that I
they have
want
a
to
fire
add to
rating
this
on
because here's the thing. People actually know me for this. A few people in my circle know this for me. Like, I used to be a crotch watcher.
Crotch watcher.
It's because of this. You know what I'm talking about.
I don't know fully.
I'm watching crotches because
the look you guys just shared, you definitely know.
I don't know nothing.
No, it was bad because you have all these women walking around with a strap on underneath their uniform. So now you're like looking at crotches.
So was it just women or guys too?
No, I'm just looking at crotches.
Just crotches.
Just crotches. Like, and it was a terrible thing. Like, it took me a while to break out of that habit, but it's just a weird thing.
When were you in?
Oh man, that was back in the day, 2004.
2004. Okay.
Yeah.
That's when I was in. I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a crotch watcher.
Yes, you were.
You're a different type of watcher.
You were crotch watcher. You were crotch
No,
watcher.
so
Yes, you
my
were.
thing, I didn't fraternize with anybody in the military. I didn't have military relationships.
Yeah,
I didn't have one.
same.
I didn't have any after my one Marine one, and I nixed that.
Yeah,
That one ruined it, and then I didn't do anything. I didn't touch anybody American for like 4 years.
No.
Anyone American?
Hey, I'm dead serious.
Okay.
Wow. It was bad.
Yeah.
I'll never forget that.
But I have a question for you. So
Yes.
would all the people you talk to share that same sentiment? Like, I didn't have any other relationships.
No.
You know what I mean?
No.
Because sometimes, those relationships can be one-sided, or the perception of them can be one-sided.
Wait.
Very much so.
I think all of my
What do you mean they could be? How do you?
I think we're just friends, but you think it's more than that,
Right. Very often.
I think
that's why the switch is so easy to be like.
I think as a man, I'll be honest with you, I know for a fact. Actually, I was just having this conversation with him the other day. I can very much tell when we're getting too close, and like for me, I can easily compartmentalize, and that's been something that I've had complained about with me for a lot. Hey, I just don't see how like you're just so okay with like not like having this thing or this not being that, and I'm like, because that's not what this is supposed to be. This is supposed to be 1, 2, 3, not 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. So at 3, do I feel 4, 5, 6? Absolutely, I do. But I shut that shit right down and I just keep it inside, and I don't let it shake me. So to answer your question, I'll give you a perfect example. The first experience with a openly I'm doing other people conversation was a German girl. She was a model up in New York. So I used to travel for Spay War, and this is right after I got out of the military. So all of my bad habits followed me. So the way that I had relationships, the way my switch would hit, the way I would just cut you off, like all that stuff stayed. So we're in New York. We end up sleeping together. We're having this experience. And every time I would go to New York, I would call her and say, hey, I'm coming back to Jersey, or I'm going to come see my grandmother in New York. I'm going to come stay with you. She's like, okay, cool. And that's how our relationship was. I would just come back. One day I call her and she says, hey, I'm on a date. And I'm like, okay. So I'm like, yo, like, hold up. Like, that's not cool. Like, I can't. Like, that's not cool. Like, what are we doing? She's telling me she's on a date. But we'd already had that conversation. Our relationship was strictly professional. We're keeping it real. We keep it raw. We keep it honest. 100% honest. So she did it. It happened. I was like, all right, cool, whatever. We're good. The next time she called, I was in another state. I was on a date. I didn't intentionally do this, but maybe subconsciously I did. I answered the phone and I was like, hey, I'm out right now. Can I call you back? So yeah. Oh, no problem, babe. Go ahead. Call me back. I said, click. I'm like, oh, shit. Like, okay, this is crazy.
He got the feels.
Oh, no. Oh, we were very much in a, no, she said, babe. I didn't say babe. Hold up now.
Oh.
So I remember now here's where the test came up. So I remember that was our relationship. It was very much, I'm doing me when I'm with me. When I'm coming to town, I'm calling you. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey, whatever's going on here. Hey, just tell her we need like a week of our time. And you're like, okay, cool. Hey, I need a week. And then you and I are doing our thing. Then I leave. Then it's back to y'all two. That went, I was perfectly fine with it. Didn't think anything of it until one day, I'll never forget that. I'll never forget this. Boy, I'm going to be traumatizing my brain forever. I'm laying in her bed. She's asleep. And I'm sitting on the phone. My phone falls between the bed. And in New York, the rooms are, mad tiny, right? So like I had to like slide the bed over, and I reach down to grab for my stuff. And I'm like, what the hell is that? And I pull up. Oh, hold on, let me pull it up actually. I pull up and I go, it's a Magnum wrapper.
Oh.
No condom in it. It's just a Magnum wrapper. And I'm like, and my ego goes, ooh, I don't like this. But this is what we agreed to.
Bro, at least there was a wrapper.
Grabbed my phone, went on about my day. And I said, the next morning I woke up, I said, hey, this was here. She's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Let me throw that away. I am so sorry you found that. And I'm like, no, it's all good. I appreciate it. So the switch had gone off, but the switch had changed for me in that moment, where the switch went off to where I no longer cared about like my feelings in that moment. I just said, okay, cool, this ain't gonna do me. Switch went on, and we kept going. I think for another like almost 8-9 months, almost a year of just casual hook up, meet up. She's sleeping with the dudes, I'm sleeping with other people. Like that was.
I mean, that's nice. It doesn't always happen that way.
It does not. No, I've got some bad ones. I got some bad ones.
Well, I think that's what a lot of people usually one side catches the feelings, and then she didn't catch the feelings. Well, they got the feelings for her.
That side. That was the female side.
Now, and then for you, did you have relationships in the military too, or no?
I wouldn't really call them relationships, but if they're listening, they might feel some type of way that I don't call them.
We got some haters in the DMs.
Oh, so wait. So did you have the other side then, where like guys would catch feelings for you and then get upset?
Guys, girls, a lot of straight women.
A lot of straight women.
I wouldn't call them. Well, a couple women, but a lot of straight girls.
Wait, but interested.
They're super curious.
Really?
They're like, wow, I'm not.
I can see that.
I'm not gay, but wow, I think I might be gay for you.
I mean,
and
are they gay if they dip in the pool once?
Oh my gosh, here we go.
I mean, I'm just asking, because that's where
we don't need a drink, man.
No, but on a serious, like I've never done anything like that. But like in that realm, because I think people view it differently when women are that way versus men. That way.
For sure. Yeah. And for me, I think sexuality is extremely fluid. So I never really shame them for that. It's like I'm looking at everybody, so it's neither here or there. Oh, thanks, I'm flattered type thing. Yeah. But no, I wouldn't say I had relationships, but some would call it very serious relationships. Yep. And for me, I know how to compartmentalize very well. Mm-hmm. And I also do a really good job at separating my feelings from everything else. And women don't really have the strongest sense to do that all the time. Not all women, but some of us struggle with that. That's not an area I really struggle with. So, yeah.
Was that before the military as well or no?
Always. Yeah, this is definitely my DNA.
We gonna therapy was full. This whole conversation later because we got some more to unpack there. But no, so going back to this, so how did that impact you? So now you met her active duty. So I guess
I was active duty. Yes.
So you were active duty. So yeah, you met her during service. Mm-hmm. So but for you though, so now you get out. Did that change for you? That whole thing, that whole dynamic of compartmentalize, don't compartmentalize, like open up, let people in? Because this is your first marriage, right?
This is my first marriage.
Yeah. So like for you, and I'm gonna come back to yours because I got some really good for you. I'm going to say it now and then we're going to come back to it. I want to already finish. So we were talking about this yesterday. I think the difference for me, if I had to explain to somebody what military marriages and the way they differ from civilian marriages, is in sales, we say that all sales are 2 parts emotional, 1 part logical. I think this is the same with marriage. We're 2 parts emotional. I'm invested. I love you. I just want to spend the rest of my life with you. I can't wait to have your kids. And then, it also makes sense because we live together, right? 2 parts emotional, 1 part logical. I think the military, we do things in the opposite. And even as I was listening to you and the rationalization you came with you and your friend and y'all choosing to get married, it didn't sound like it was like, I just love him and I just want to spend, or I just love this person and I want to spend the rest of my life with them. It was, you're supposed to marry your friend. So for the military, for us, I think it's 2 parts logical, 1 part emotional. So we make business transactions with our marriages versus relationship transactions with our marriages.
Big time.
But I want to go back to your thing. So first marriage is here. When did the shift happen for you where you said, hey, I'm going to open up and let this person in? Because now you didn't compartmentalize it no more.
Well, I definitely didn't want to be a military person, I was being extremely biased. Like that was on my.
Say all the things that you didn't want.
Can we hear all the things you didn't want? And we're just going to look at Laurie and you're like, okay.
I'm going to shrink the list because I don't want to sound crazy.
A woman sounding crazy?
I'll put the top. Right. I'll do the top. And, a service member was one of them.
Okay.
Children was another one.
Okay.
Do you have no kids?
No kids.
Mm-hmm. Did you already have a kid at the time?
2 kids. Okay.
Two. So no service members.
White.
No.
There it is. I knew it. I knew it.
It was not on my list, but I will say it. I had to reflect on it because I'm open. Yeah. But in the beginning, it was different. Very, very different. I'm a strong, proud Black woman. You know what I mean? But I had to be very open to enter this relationship because Laurie is all of the things that I did not expect in a spouse. Mm-hmm. All of the things.
But she's got that one key attribute that made you go, oh, fuck. Okay, I'm here. Yeah, we'll talk about it. We're going to talk about it. Yeah,
that was the jackpot item.
Yep, there it is.
For sure.
There it is right there.
So yeah,
Don't worry, it's not what y'all think it is. Get your head out your mind. Get your head out the gutter.
Exactly.
It's
Chill
something
out,
else.
chill
It's a
out.
bug.
Chill out.
I
I want to know.
Chill out.
You know? I don't know what it is.
You can't tell?
No.
She has good taste in coffee.
Oh, shit.
Duh, bro. Red, white, and badass brew coffee. Get your fix.
All right.
I want to put it in the perspective that you get.
If I wasn't take, I'd be in the running then.
How you like it? How you like your coffee, baby?
Yeah, how you like your coffee?
Black. All right, I just answered it for her.
Come on now. That was a giveaway.
Come on now.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Come
She
on
just
now.
looked like, I don't know. What are you talking
Is
about?
this a trick question?
Straight black.
But no, yeah. What was your question, Terrence?
No, so talking about you, I think the switch, the compartmentalization. So essentially something happened. Something went on with you that made this possible. Because let's be honest, we know that you were engaging in just friendly relationships in the military. I imagine respectfully. See, you saw I just did it, and it's not about disrespect.
Respectfully.
I imagine respectfully that you continued to engage in relationships after the service with just friendly relationships. So what happened here? Like why switch it up? Keep it black. That was a double entendre.
That was pretty good, man. I like that. I don't know if it has anything to do with the military. This time I was like, I'm dating, honestly, to get married. I didn't tell people that when I went on a date, but I asked those tough questions at the beginning. Are you in the military? Do you have kids? And I went on several dates where I'm like, oh, you want kids like tomorrow because you're 34. Well, you're not for me. There won't be a second date. Like I really had those type of dates numerous times. But I made some exceptions with Laurie because I really had to like figure out like, man, is the filtration system that I'm using gonna weed everyone out? And ultimately it did. I do realize the way that I handled a lot of relationships in the military, I had a lot to learn from because I was in the military so young. Right. So there was a lot of development that I had to reflect on. And I met a lot of really good people in the military. And if maybe I subconsciously had a switch. And that switch that I did not really know that I had was I'm not taking y'all serious.
Yeah.
Because did we really take relationships very serious in the military?
We did not.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So subconsciously I could have had a switch that I didn't know. I'm not taking y'all serious. Like I'm here for a good time, not a long time. You know what I mean? And I've kind of lived by that.
It depends if they're in the military, probably not. You know, the ideology of it is like if you both are in the military, then probably not. But I think, one military, one in the civilian sector, I think that's a little bit more serious.
Honestly, I didn't.
In some instances, you know what I mean? I mean, how many times have we been deployed and X, Y, and Z's out there doing their thing or come back pregnant or come back, the house empty, So, I mean, I've always experienced
I think that was the thing that kept me away from having relationships. I honestly, my active duty time, that was like kind of like you. I had no interest. The relationships I have had, where you're like, oh, you've been with so many girls, you must have a bunch of girlfriends. I've had like 3. Yeah. Like 3 real relationships. I would say this is a girlfriend. This is serious. And it was a choice that I made to say, you know what? Maybe I'm done with this thing. Maybe I should just switch. Let me go find a lifelong relationship. Let me go switch this up. And it was okay, cool. Now I'll let you in. And I do think maybe the filtration system was definitely a little tight. I definitely think I might have loosened it up a little bit too much. You know what I'm saying? Like a little too much. You know what I'm saying? I'm just kidding. I'm kidding, baby mama. You good. Anyway, but we got to fix those things. But active duty, I had zero interest. The idea that like you cheating on me, you taking my kids, me never being home. Honestly, even just like the experiences of like missing you. Like just like even my relationships, just missing the relationship overall, deployments, kids, all those things. Because you were married while you were active duty.
Yeah, both times. Yeah.
How'd that work out? Oh damn, both times. My bad.
Yeah, 2 of those.
I was already on that. I'm sorry.
No, I mean the first one is what it is. I mean, I've only known her for a few months. She got pregnant.
Did you love her?
No.
Why'd you marry her?
Because I was doing the right thing. So I thought I was doing the right thing. You know, growing up in Oklahoma, you kind of have to man up and do the right thing. That's kind of what my dad told me. Then I realized, especially after my second marriage, that I should never listen to my dad about relationship advice. Because he'd been married 4 times.
Right.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm like, man, I'm asking the wrong doctor the questions. You know what I mean? Like,
Or
he's not the
side
love
of that
doctor.
could have been packed with wisdom,
Oh, no.
No, okay. No, it was what it was.
No, yeah, it was what it was. A lot of trauma on his side that he's never dealt with. And so, understandably, it carried through the marriages.
I used to think the same thing. We talked about this on one of the first episodes. I used to think that, if she gets pregnant, you marry her. That's the right thing to do.
No.
And then you realize that that's the most wrong thing.
Wrong thing to do.
Getting her pregnant or getting pregnant outside of marriage is an accident. getting married because you did it is a mistake.
Yes.
And I was like, oh,
I get that. Yeah,
I got it now. You know,
that was probably one of my greatest fears was getting pregnant. And I think my mother was terrified. She's like, oh my gosh, don't ever get pregnant. She had me young, so she just knew I was going to get pregnant young. And I'm like, do you know what type of commitment comes with having children?
Mm-hmm.
Not just the child, but the person that you have a children.
Why would she be scared that way though?
My mother was pregnant with me at 15.
Right.
So, you know, that robs a lot of time from you in a sense. So I left young.
Yeah, she didn't want you to repeat the mistake. She's like, hey, listen, I'm trying to give you some wisdom. We always don't listen.
Yeah.
You know? My dad tried to tell me the same thing.
And you don't want your children to look at relationships transactionally like that, you know? And unfortunately.
And I think you're a parent.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we also have to look where we're at emotionally, you know, and maturely. Where are we at maturely? Like, where are we? Like, I was 22. I had no business having a fucking kid.
No.
Zero. You know, I wasn't even mature enough to even really run myself and know how to be a father, you know, because I didn't have the best upbringing. So I didn't know, you know, I didn't have a mother in my life, you know, so I didn't have this nurturing side of me. I could protect, I could provide, you know, being present.
Oh, this is a separate podcast for
sure. but find that love. Yeah. So, you know, I think it's definitely through what you were going back was you said 2 parts emotional, 1 part logic, right?
2 parts emotional, 1 part logic.
And then, if you're in the military,
the other
2 parts
way.
logic, 1 part emotional.
Right. And I think for us, we're here. We only have a certain time before we're upticking again for deployment. And now we find this person that we attach to and be like, good enough.
It's true.
Exactly. Good enough. You know what I mean?
Sometimes we were looking for responsible folks and to have a marriage transaction with. That was very common. I don't know about the other branches, but in the Navy,
these folks at in bars and
no,
you find them on the ship.
in your command.
Well, I'm saying now, so I've never outside.
I have 8 months left here, and we're both leaving and coming back. How about we just get married, make a little bit extra more money, and live our lives? It's a transaction. That's the logical part. Like, hey, if we get married, we'll make some more money. And
so, was that most of the people? Is that what most of you experienced?
I had a lot of marriage proposals.
How many times you've been married? How many marriages have you had?
No, I'm saying they were strictly transactional. There was nothing behind it. It was just literally what Terrence is saying. Like, hey, this is a logical thing to do. Like, let's just get married while we're in the military.
Has that ended up badly that you've seen?
Oh,
yes.
All of them. I've yet to see one that I've seen ever play out really well.
Not one. I have not seen
Maybe
one.
as they get older, they kind of know how to go about it.
Yeah,
but when you're young and you're doing it,
literally
open marriages.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. But now I want to talk about your thing. So for the women out there that maybe are considering joining the military, we'll do a men's thing later. For the women that are joining the military, the women that are considering joining the military, what was your experience like as a young woman in the military growing up? You were talking about it earlier, talking about hanging out with some people you shouldn't have been hanging out with.
Yeah. So I don't know if that was just a guard thing at the moment because I never really done it active duty.
It's all. Honestly, in the Marine Corps, I will be honest with you, it's 100% a thing.
I agree.
Young E2, E3, you are prey.
Yeah.
And it ain't from the dudes in the platoon who really should be praying because we all in the same age. It's the sergeant, the staff sergeant, the gunnies, the first sergeant. I'm like, bro, like, you 50, dog. Like, go find yourself a nice 40-year-old woman.
Did not realize it at the time, but joining, I mean, I did do like modeling and all that stuff. So obviously I'm still into fashion. I'm still doing my thing. I'm showing up just like in a sweater dress and fishnet stockings with heels and like, obviously.
Oh, shit, I was on her then. Okay, never mind.
That was on
Take
her.
what I said just now. That was on her. Hey, I am blaming the victim. I'm blaming the victim. You can't show up looking for fishnet and then be like, don't look at her, Sergeant. Don't look at her.
Sweater dress. Yeah, I'm not showing up with a mini skirt. Come on.
Right.
I'm classy with
how
it.
she's shapely.
Right.
The sweater dress just kind of.
I mean, I see how your shirt fitting you, Terrence. So how you talking right now?
If a first one out there want to holler at me, come on, mama. You know what I'm saying? What's good? I know you got a retirement coming up. You know what I'm saying? I'm in there. You know what I'm saying? Call me. Anyway, go ahead.
No, I think it's just fun when you're young, you know, especially if they're giving you that attention. Obviously, like you said, like I didn't have a father growing up, so I just had my mom, and these are all men and they're older men. So I'm learning things, I'm getting attention and maybe getting jobs and all that stuff. So it's entertaining, it's fun, you're getting paid, like it's so many things. So I didn't have relationships. I didn't,
You kissed a lot, though.
I kissed a lot.
I was like, oh, she ain't gonna say it.
We went out to bars. We were introduced to cigar bars. We were introduced to things I just never been around when I was younger. So yeah, it was just fun. And I would invite my friends too, so they could do some stuff that I wouldn't do.
Dang.
It was like, hey, come on, we're gonna go to this bar, we're gonna go do the things, and they're gonna pay for everything. They have lots of money, and so if they wanted to flirt, if they wanted to do their thing, they did their thing.
I'm sorry.
You do get talked about later, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get a phone call, and I'm like, oh, blah, blah, blah was talking about you. Did you do this and that? And I'm like, no. Like, you should know me better than that.
I will say 100%.
It's like, if you put yourself out there, what do they say? Perspective or
perception is reality.
Perception. Yep. Then, yeah, they think the things.
For sure.
But you also in the military, if you do those things, you get to go somewhere new and start all over again. Yep. That wasn't me, but I'm just saying, like, women, men, like, you get to start all over again wherever you go. So
I do think that is one aspect of the military that is maybe not the most fair. Is that I'll tell the young female recruits or the young female applicants that would come in there before they go to boot camp. I'm like, listen, when you get there, stay away from the sergeants, stay away from your staff sergeants. Don't do this, don't do that. The problem with the military, and maybe the Navy agrees or disagrees. I would tell the young male recruits, you only have two things in this world: your word and your balls. Right. I think all service members have that. Except, we call yours genitalia, but I call them balls. The difference, and I think the one difference for the military experience for men and women is the fact that I can give up one as a man and still have the other. If I'm just a liar and a piece of shit, ain't nobody fuck with me because they know I'll whoop their ass. I still got my balls. If I am a bitch and I can't do anything, so I can't defend myself, but I'm somebody that you can trust and rely on, I still have my word, but I got no balls. As a woman, unfortunately, if you give up your genitalia, hanging out with the first orange, doing all these things, that word gets out, it's dead. Like, your word is shit. Because what are you talking about? Like, I would never. Well, perception's reality. Well, okay, now you're here. If you give up your word, I bet you she puts out. Like, don't even worry about it. Just go ahead and get her. You know what I'm saying? Like so it's that. I think that is one disparity there that makes it a little different.
Yeah. Can't look good and go in the military. What?
I mean, God forbid you in fashion and shit.
That is crazy. Yeah. The thirst, man.
But everybody joins the military to be a part of something, right?
Yeah.
So,
well, and that was my thing. That's why I hated. I think that's the one thing that I hated with that thing. And I think when I stopped it, so I only slept with. This was very early, so before I was even in a platoon leader position. Yeah, I slept with one female Marine. That thing was not good. And then I was like, I'll never do this shit again. But then when I got older, I started to notice that, like, how the rules would change and how when you sleep with somebody that's in the command, like, how that impacts the rest of the time that we're there together.
For sure.
And that's the problem is, like, you do this thing that you think isn't that big a deal, but now either you're getting special treatment that we all can see you're getting, you're getting skip duties and all these things, like all these things. And then now I've got this young woman who feels like we go there to belong. And I think the one thing that bothered me is, if we are brothers and sisters, you're doing this thing to your sister. You know what I'm saying? And obviously now we're not talking about like our family, all that stuff, but like you're hurting your own family.
Yeah. It's we see it time and time again, especially in the same division or in the same units. It's kind of like, guys, what are you doing?
Yeah, I wish people told you things before you got in.
Yeah,
not everybody got that.
No, well,
speech.
But they didn't listen anyway. They didn't listen anyway.
You probably don't listen. But
she called me 2 years later. She called me. Hey, Sergeant Davis, do you have my birth certificate and my social security card? Why would? Yes, I have them. Why would you need those? I just need a copy of them. Why do you need a copy of your birth certificate and your social security card? Come on, son. I'm not stupid.
Yeah. Wow.
Post on Facebook, married to her sergeant.
Got it.
Pregnant, married to her sergeant. I'm like, bro, like, we talked about this, but whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm not shaming anybody for their decisions. That's not what we're here to do. But it is like, I'm trying to tell you, whatever. Hey, okay.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry. No. Now I was looking at a different way, because I think a lot of us maybe have come into the military with trauma.
Oh, yes, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I mean? To go in to fit in somewhere.
Yeah, and then you are trying to fit in, but the problem is you're not changing this reality that you created out here. You're just changing the destination, and now this reality is getting recreated inside of here.
Yes,
and it's like so I saw this a lot with women and men. So men are not excluded from this, just as women aren't. This whole love on the boat kind of thing. Like,
boat
what
love.
the fuck are you guys? Well, I mean, when you go on deployments and you're on a ship,
right?
That was hard to see.
Well, how many? The restriction. You you're not on restriction. Most of the people are on restriction for having sex on the ship,
Getting
or
caught.
improper relationship.
Yep.
On the
Most of the time.
most of the time, I probably 90% of it. It's not dereliction of duty or underage drinking. It's
No, it was
inappropriate relationships.
for sure.
It's kind of like, guys, what are we doing? And now some of these people will have to call their wives and explain.
I know.
Oh yeah. There's been a couple people. They opened. So what they started doing on the Nimitz, I think in 2003, I can't remember the captain's name. He would start doing open captain's mast. And
I
so,
heard about that.
and so like now, everybody would get to come and watch you go through captain's mast.
Yeah, I remember that
And
era.
your charges of cheating on your wife and calling your wife.
Oh, I mean, they did that in the
I mean,
army.
Yeah.
Like, whoa. We're not just talking about your unit. We're talking
Right.
about the ship as a company.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was like, holy smokes.
Just open in the courtroom. Walk on in.
Well, they would do it in the hangar bay.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like
yeah, but
in the civilian
the
world,
problem is like the only thing I hated about that part of the military was the fact that y'all doing it too.
Oh,
Oh my gosh,
Y'all
right.
doing it too. Y'all doing it
You
too.
haven't got
Or either
caught.
you haven't got caught or you can't get caught because you're the captain.
Yeah.
Right.
So
You're
like,
layered.
Well, it comes
So
down
true.
later in the pipeline. Like, he's getting relieved of duty
Yeah.
because of inappropriate relationships with lower
Younger.
enlisted personnel.
Yeah. And they had the
It's
ability to do a lot of
like,
things off the boat as well.
Right.
Because they had, they could stay overnight,
Yep.
multiple days, all this. You're not seeing them do their dirt. Their dirt. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Damn.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. It was crazy.
No, for me, it's the phone call to the wife. Hey, honey,
Oh.
just want to tell you I got caught cheating on you, and I have to call you. Captain's here. Everybody's on speakerphone. Hope you know.
Wild.
Hope you're not embarrassed. Which is mad crazy that you would make everybody do it in front of everybody. That's cool and unusual.
Is that hazing?
I think so.
Yeah.
Really?
For
Yeah.
sure.
For you, yeah.
No.
for the
I mean,
military,
I
get
have
outta
proof
here.
of it because you shouldn't be doing
I
those
think-
things.
I think
but
that- yeah.
Own up to your shit and like,
Right.
you're
Yeah, but
gonna
like-
be
like,
publicly
seriously,
embarrassed.
but
Like, I'm
like-
cool with that.
right, I'm cool
Yeah,
with that.
well, I'm cool with the unit being there. And honestly, even then, no.
It's like having your siblings there when you get in trouble.
Yeah, to a degree, like it's. I still go by hazing or cruel and unusual because it's none of these people's business what I got in trouble for.
But if this happened in the civilian world, someone can walk into the courtroom while this is happening. What's the
That's
difference?
Correct. Except in the courtroom, the judge is gonna be like, "Hey, go ahead and pick up your phone and call your wife till you got caught cheating."
No.
A lot of stuff is public information.
I mean, a lot of stuff
I mean,
is.
but-
so
I don't know. I think
You know.
whenever I think there's a degree to which we can go out of our way because I think that's that whole idea of that this being a punishment for the veteran. You don't realize what you're doing to that spouse who now has 2-3
That's true. I
months,
get
and
that, yeah.
that punishment
Yeah.
is you're taking something that could have been kept in closed doors in private,
And not
and you're making it a very public thing. So now not only are you embarrassing me, but now you're embarrassing me in front of the entire company.
Yep.
You're embarrassing my wife in front of the
family.
entire company.
Yeah, you have
Well,
family
like,
days.
so-
I mean, but actually, in reality, your spouse embarrassed you, not me, not the person who's bringing
Correct.
the accountability.
That's
No,
true.
you're right.
I
Also,
also had
I did. It was me that embarrassed my spouse.
Mm-hmm.
I think the degree to which you now set me up for the okie doke, I think there's a little bit there. There's a little bit extra there. I don't know. I just don't know.
I mean,
So-
we expect maybe more integrity in the military for certain things, and maybe we can associate it to that. But I mean, if you add social media to it nowadays, nothing.
oof.
I mean,
Nothing's
I know we're not talking about that, but we want to add another layer to it.
Golly.
Man, you can't cook eggs wrong without the
No.
whole world knowing.
Now, when I was stationed in Oklahoma, and Senior Chief, what's his name? Jenkins or Junkins? I think Jenkins.
like Jenkins.
No, fuck this
Jenkins
guy.
sounds
Oh,
good.
fuck
No,
you, Jenkins.
Fuck this guy. Fuck Jenkins.
Fuck you, Jenkins.
Yeah, if you're watching this, fuck you.
We did this whole, so it was funny. We did this whole thing where the first episode he's talking about his dad and his dogs, and he needed something, and like I don't know why, but I just want to say like, fuck that Palmer. It was
Fuck Chihuahuas.
Fuck the
Fuck your Chihuahuas.
and like legit at the same time as he's talking, I'm like, man, fuck, and we both did it. Fuck those Chihuahuas. It was like,
Yeah.
oh, that was good. That was good. Go ahead.
Yeah. So he brought my wife in. At the time, we had 2 kids, so it was one that I didn't even like. But there's something about me. I will not stray from a relationship I'm in to go seek something else. Just
Yeah.
won't do it. That's an integrity part of me. That's a moral part of me. I can't do that.
Likewise.
So he brought her in, and I'm like, why am I in the MA shack? And I'm like almost about to get out anyway. So I'm like, what in the hell? And brings her in. He's like, oh, your husband's cheating on you. And I'm like, whoa. I'm like, with what proof do you have that I'm cheating on her? With who? Tell me exactly. Well, he couldn't. He's just like, you're cheating. The officers that were working in the operations room at the time came in and was like, what the fuck are you doing here? The senior chief, like, no. Like, we told you don't do this. You have no proof of this.
Oh wow.
and the guy was a complete fucking asshole. Like he probably was the reason why the retention in that command was so freaking low, because he was just that kind of a senior chief.
Man, that was the senior.
Oh yeah, he's a good. Well, also,
did you fight him?
Almost.
Oh, we would. No, hey, let's go.
Almost. Well, why do you think he did the MA shack?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
You know, he didn't do it in his office.
Right.
You know, why did he do it in the MA shack? So, I was, where was I was going, I was going somewhere with it. But anyway, he was doing this. I don't know why he was doing this, but to make a point that I was a bad sailor. He hated me. The guy fucking had it out for me from day. Once I won Blue Jacket Sailor of the Quarter.
Oh, that was it.
Oh man, because he didn't want. He was
jealousy.
He didn't want me to get it. He wanted one of his Airedales to get it. He did not want me to get it at all. And so, man, I just had this thing over my shoulder, and I was in his unit, and I was like, "Fuck!" Like I can't get away from this guy, you know. And so he was just trying to create this riff, but he was doing this to multiple people, and the higher ups were like, "Dude, you don't have any proof. There's nothing here. This dude does not do that. I know he doesn't do that."
Yeah.
And so he had no proof, and so it's this, and I don't know the reason why. I don't know if he wanted my wife. Because there's also those elements in there in the military. Sure. Right. You know what I mean? If I create this riff, I'm going to come as a savior type of thing. And he was very much like that. And so you had this element, and I was like, wow, this is the craziest shit I've ever been a part of.
I'm sorry that happened to you.
That's
terrible.
I mean, I wasn't in love with my wife anyway, but it's still to have that happen to me.
That can create some trauma. Some PTSD. It can.
No, that's it didn't create
I'm glad
drama
it didn't, but
because my wife was like, do you even know this guy?
Yeah, imagine if that happened to us. Like that could create a whole different type of.
I want to. Okay, let's just play about. I want to hear this how play. So how would this play out? Like if hypothetically speaking, somebody said, "Hey, she's cheating on you."
Yeah, please have us in the room, and you come in, and someone, and you know who say like, "Laurie, you're cheating on your wife, and she needs to know." Yeah, how are you going to take it? Because me?
What? First of all, I've probably been guilty of looking like I don't care enough. I don't even entertain things enough to even give you enough juice to keep going with that. Like at the end of the day, either I'm about to walk out of here the same way I walked in, or, it might get a little physical.
With the accuser.
With the accuser.
Yeah,
but ultimately, like my main beef would be with my spouse. And it's like, if you believe that
if you believe that
shit, I got a bigger problem. Like at the end of the day, no one can create a problem unless you allow them to.
Yeah.
So I'm not here for it.
I got DRB because of it.
You know what I mean? Like, I did. I actually have too much. I'm like you, Dustin. Like I have too much respect and ego for loyalty. My ego is big for loyalty. Like I'm a loyal gal. So I take pride in that.
Well,
so I wouldn't.
There's too much bad in the world, and I don't want to be part of the bad. I want to be part of the good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I've never been.
My guilty attachment to any ego is like, I'm prideful about the things. Yeah, I'm real prideful about that. You tell me I cheated on you, for real?
Yeah, because my word is my word.
My word is my word.
You know what I mean?
And I know it may not be easy to find, but why you make that face?
That hair.
Oh man,
that was the rule though. It was like let's not worry about the small stuff. If we're gonna worry about the small stuff, then we got bigger problems.
Yeah.
Don't worry about me cheating or you can't trust me, because now you're turmoiling something. You keep that over there.
Spending energy and time on things.
Like I was challenged.
Yeah.
And it was like I had to learn how to trust a person. Never trust anybody in my life, my family, friends, nobody. I just felt like, I think my main ingredient is love. And if you don't love, or you don't give out this certain, I guess I had a standard, underlying standard. It was just like,
laundry. No.
That was a standard.
Right. I could not trust you. And plus, a lot of people lie. A lot of people don't tell you things. And then you're in a predicament and you're like,
And there's a heavy gaslighting era. Remember that?
Oh my gosh,
remember that era where every other word was gaslighting, or I got gaslit?
And you're always questioning,
like what? Like when? In the military?
No, just in general.
Yeah, in general.
Everybody, you told me that what I said didn't exist. So you gaslighting me. I'm not gaslighting. I'm just telling you that thing didn't happen. That's how I remember it. That's my reality.
It was a heavy era of that.
It's not gaslighting. I made the face because I am I am not like you two lovely folks.
Oh, okay. Please share.
I am no, I'm not that. I am I can compartmentalize very quickly.
Okay.
I don't like to, I don't want to, but I can. If you don't trust me, and I know all the things I've done to give you no reason not to trust me, and somebody can walk in and say, well, I think he's doing this, and you ride with that, my switch goes off.
Yeah.
And then I go, oh, well, because, and the way I look at it is because I know people. The thing about switchy people is we know people. And I think the switchy people are typically the most empathic people who like just feel energy.
Yeah, you do.
So when I think you don't trust me, I think you will do whatever you can justify not trusting me.
For sure. Yeah.
So that automatically makes me go, yep, you're gonna fuck up.
Well, that self-awareness.
You're gonna do something
for
wrong.
sure.
Yep, you're gonna do something. Here it comes. This is how it happened. So for me, it's the switch goes off. I like you because you didn't do anything while you were divorced, right?
What do you mean?
You didn't sleep around or anything while you were divorced. Divorcing
from first marriage.
Which one we talking about here?
Yeah, whichever one you like. Whichever one you're comfortable sharing.
No, I didn't.
Good. We'll focus on.
That's not because I didn't.
We'll talk about me.
He didn't ask you about your opportunities.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah. He said the ones you took advantage of.
I was separated when I moved out of my first wife's manor condo. I moved out, and about 12 hours later, I met my current ex, my second wife. Yeah. So
12 hours.
Yeah, 12 hours.
You got to switch too, my boy. You got to switch too.
So like,
but no, the crazy part is I know what the switch is. It's the pain switch. It's the I don't like this feeling. I don't like feeling like this. Switch it off, and then if I take it off, then now that makes anything I do after that like kind of like okay, which isn't okay. Which is where the next line, the next piece of the trip, once the light switch goes off, is now I'm in a dark room. That's what happens. If I turn these lights off, we're all in pitch black darkness. That's the guilt. The guilt from whatever happens inside that room while the lights are off. Nobody can see what I'm doing, and I'm sneaky. Nobody's gonna know, but I'm gonna know. And now I'm sitting in this room that's pitch black because I made it so, and now it's just guilt. It's guilt ridden. So now I'm holding on to all this guilt, and I can't even open the door to let you back in because you don't know who's in here, but I know who's in here. I know how many people, so I can't let you back in because if I let you back in, I turn that light switch on, you're gonna see everything I've done. So I keep you out, which makes me feel guilty because I want you back in. I want you in, but I can't let you in because I got to turn the light back on. So it's just easier for me to just keep you out.
But you made me turn it off. Yeah.
So the thing is so the crazy part is I think the thing I used to get mad about is that. That's what I used to say. Like I would say like you made me turn the switch off. It wasn't them making me turn the switch off. It was me finding my way to cope with whatever pain or anger or frustration I was living with. So this was easier for me. Light goes off and now whatever happens. So if I need to make myself feel better, if I need to do things I'm not supposed to do, things that I am not proud of that I'm now confessing, then like I'll let those things ride, like, and I'll eat that because what I've been doing is I've been so used to holding on to the guilt. What I really do, here's what I do now. I turn the light off. I do all the shit inside the room and I got all this guilt and I go, okay, well, I can't let Laurie back in the room until this room looks really tidy. So what I do is I push all that shit to that corner and I build a wall over it. So I build a whole extra room inside this little room here. And then I say, all right, it's cool to come in, Laurie. Light switch. Look, honey, the room.
I'm done.
Oh my God.
And you're like, this room looks smaller. And the crazy part
doesn't feel the same.
And the truth is, the truth is inside the room is smaller. Inside the space that I held for you is smaller. And it's not your fault. It's my fault. And I thought that a part of me thought it was your fault that I turned that light switch off. I thought it was your fault that I would compartmentalize and push shit in the corner and then build a smaller room. That wasn't you. That was me trying to hide away from the ugly bits, which is when Laurie comes back in that room, I turn that light on. She's going to judge me for what I've done in the dark.
So very well articulated.
Yeah, that's really good.
Oh, I got a lot of. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of thinking lately. A lot of therapy. Luckily, therapy wasn't full all the time. So I got to have a lot of therapy. I think I spent a lot of time trying to understand where. And he and I were talking about this yesterday. It's not just about where the feeling's coming from. Like I can the feeling. Oh, I'm angry. Okay, cool. I know what the anger's from, but where is it coming from? Am I angry because he showed up late? No, I'm not angry because he showed up late. I'm angry because I showed up on time and I canceled a bunch of things I could have got done because he showed up late. Okay, because I wanted to be here on time. And my anger is on the fact that I moved things around that I could have kept here if he had just, maybe let me know that he wasn't going to be here on time. And again, that's got nothing to do with him. I didn't have to move those things. I could have been late. That's where my thing comes from. The second you judge me, light goes off.
Right.
And what happens in the dark happens in the dark. And then when you come back, and then now the problem for me, and this is the last point, and I'm gonna let y'all riff it because I'm gonna shut the fuck up. The problem for me now is I don't like what I do in the dark. I don't like it. I don't want to do it, but I feel like you've left me no options. And now for some people, I don't even want to open the door anymore. I don't even want to risk you. I don't I know I've closed the door. I've put a room, and then I had another room, then I had another room, then I had another room, then I had another room. Now I'm 5 bodies deep. And I'm like, fuck, what the fuck am I going to do?
Hey, you're building a hotel over here.
Bro, what the hell am I going to do in this mansion? Bro, I'm dead serious. The funny thing is there's a song by a rapper, NF, called Mansion. I've never felt a song more than that moment. It's called Mansion by NF. And that song, he says there's a room in the basement that all the doors are open, but that one's not.
If this song blows up after Terrence says that, he wants his cut.
Hey, no. I'm telling you, if you listen to the song on the way home, it is one of the most, for me, and I don't know if you're like uncompartmentalizer as well. I know you got it in you as well. If you can listen to that song and let that Mansion, when he talk all the things he's talking about, I'm like, God damn, that's it. That's what I'm doing. And I want to let you in, but I'm afraid if I let you in, you're going to judge me. So I don't. So I leave you right outside there, and you come in, you go, this room's awfully, not a whole lot of love in this room, Terrence. Like, yeah, but it's the room it's not my fault. It's, trauma issues.
Question for you. I know you said you're going to let it go, but please answer this.
Okay.
Do people start in the light or start in the dark with you?
You're always in the light.
You start.
You're always in the light. I think you're always in the light. And it depends on. I think the relationships. The relationships are different, but you start with the light.
Okay.
Because I don't think you're going to judge me. I want you to know who I am, and as you come in, when you go out and the light goes off is when you misjudge or mischaracterize me off of things that you and I haven't discussed first.
Yeah.
I feel this way about you. Why? Well, I don't know. I just don't know. Somebody said something and it made me. Why would somebody that doesn't know me make you feel something about me that you could talk to me about?
Yeah. I get that. And to build off of your analogy, because I love it, I don't want to spend my time building relationships with people trying to determine how long I'm going to keep the light on or off for you. I just rather.
That shit, it's heavy. It's weightful.
Yeah.
It's that 6 to 8 weeks. Tell you, because here's the crazy part. That 6 to 8 weeks, no, I don't plan for 6 to 8 weeks.
Right.
Yeah.
But I guarantee you, she got to a place where she started noticing the trend. Once she started the cycle.
That's what you said, yeah.
She started thinking about it like, oh, fuck, okay, it's almost 6 weeks. Fuck, okay, come on, don't.
Is this going to be 8 weeks or 6?
Don't wear off-colored socks, Ty. Please don't do that. And then all right, cool. I'm still tripping about the socks thing.
She didn't say it to me. She was like, yo.
Oh my God.
She we passed 8 weeks though. Okay, this might,
Is that what she said?
Similar.
Yeah, I think I brought it up. She did. This was like a whole different experience.
Yeah.
But
I know why.
What made it different?
But how many weeks? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No,
I remember my question. I wanted to ask because there was a time that we couldn't have gotten this far.
That's true.
I wonder what week it was.
Shit, we better.
I don't know what week.
There was a conversation. She was like,
it didn't just start with a conversation though.
She pretty much said, I can't do this. I don't know what week it was.
I don't know what week it was,
6 to 8?
but
Week 6.
Hold on.
I feel like it could have been.
We were talking for a while. But anyways, you know how people say take your time, be friends, blah, 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 blah. I've never done that. You just jump into things. It feels good. You do this, you do that, blah, blah, blah. But I was at a point where my daughter was about 11 and she was like, I'm ready. You go out, do your thing. Don't tell me anything until it's been 6 months or 8 months or whatever. And we'll stay cool. Because, being a single mom, you kind of have those conversations with your kids. And it was like, okay, yeah. She can babysit now. I can go out. I can do my thing. I can date myself. I can date. I can, enjoy life a little bit. And I had a business. It was LGBTQ Connect. And I wanted to match make because I loved love. But just because I didn't have it didn't mean I wanted other people to have it. So I had this grand opening or whatever. And we went out and all that stuff. And I had met Ty. And she gave me a different name, by the way. Her name was Shannon. And anyways, we dated. Yeah, we dated.
Oh, shit. Wait. How long did you date before you found out her real name?
I didn't allow it to go that far.
It was 2
but I did tell her my name was
2 weeks.
But I think we were going to meet up. So
She's
she was
saying
like,
your
wait
name
a
in bed.
minute.
Could have went longer.
Yeah, Shay.
It could have went longer.
And she's like, I didn't have my name.
This is deep shit right here.
I got to tell you something. And I was like, baggage. What kind of baggage? Right. What kind of baggage? I'm like, all right, go ahead. Just tell me. She's like, that's not my real name. And I was like, whew. I was just like, okay, what's your name? Like, it's not that big a deal. Like, whatever. But I think being open and maybe.
What led to it though? What led to you telling me like, I don't know if we could do this?
I think I was so connected with myself because you like learn how to like take care of yourself. We had a little thing where like she was kind of doing things, and I
was
felt
dating.
it.
What things? Tell us what things.
We were both dating. We were both dating.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
We knew that we were both dating. That was another thing, like being honest, being transparent, talking about the things.
Easy.
And so that was really good for us. Like we got to enjoy that and learn from all of it. But there was one night that she had done something, and I felt it through my body. And I was like, I can't feel like this. Like, I don't want to feel like this. Like, I feel like I'm being cheated on, but I'm not.
Your ego shook.
So yeah, something.
No,
And I wasn't even like really feeling her like that yet.
Oh yeah,
like we were like, I even told her one time, I was like, I hope this transfers to like more than friends.
Yeah.
Because we had just like really good conversations,
good
intellectual, like stimulating the brain.
Yeah.
And so
go ahead, keep going.
So anyways, so when I called her that morning and she was like, oh, don't be crazy, blah, blah. And I was like, I just knew whatever. And she decided to make her decision. But anyways, I felt like I was getting it into, maybe I was going too deep. And I was like, I was into Latin people. And I was like, this is unfamiliar. Maybe I shouldn't do this. Maybe I'll miss it. Maybe, whatever. And I was like, I think I have a lot more to work on. I don't think like
we should say that.
Do this right now. Like this is going to another level. And she was like, well, just talk about it. Like, tell me about it. And I'm like,
yeah.
What?
See?
And it was at that moment it switched. Yeah.
Yeah. And I was just like, this is different.
So before that, because I never asked you this question, like had anyone ever offered,
No.
Okay. So you just.
And I'm a feelings person.
The switch goes off and that's it. No one can control it. No, nothing.
Right. It was just like, I'm crazy. I'm too much. Like, I'm good with you.
I don't think the switch is necessarily going off. It went off, but she's where.
No, it didn't go off.
It didn't go off.
I felt like it was about to.
So, but like a switch that has gone off.
It was coming.
Well, I think she's just waiting for somebody to turn it on because her feelings, she's a feelings person, and she's not finding somebody who shares those feelings. And so she never had somebody to kind of kick that light switch back on as it's kind of coming off.
She was used to manual. But I saw her pick up the remote, try to turn the light off.
She was
like, hold on, put the remote down.
Yeah.
Right. Like, we don't need to do all that.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think it's, no, keep going. I want to hear that. I want to hear your thing. I got some thoughts, but go ahead. So she said, hey, tell me about it.
Yeah,
it was just a turning point.
Yeah, I was just like, I don't know about this. I might be like not ready. I might not want to go to the other side of something different and all of this stuff. So when she wanted to just talk about it, I was like, oh.
Because we had a vulnerable moment after that over the phone, obviously. And from there, we continued to slow build. Like, we don't have to do anything rush behind it. And that's what we talked about. Like, let's just continue to date.
We didn't talk on the phone for like
and maybe
at least 2 or 3 months.
We were so chilled about it. And then after that, we met in person again, I believe, for a date. And we established, like, let's talk on the phone. Let's spend more time getting to know each other. Because that would have been a little bit of a premature decision because we really didn't know too much about each other. We hadn't spent a lot of time talking. So yeah, but you were ready to put that switch on. I saw you pick up the remote.
One of undertones just now. We didn't spend too much time talking.
Yeah.
Doing something. You know what I'm saying? This podcast right to get
that cycle is real though, because I did feel it a little bit. Obviously not the way that you and Terrence really just shut people out because I didn't get the full extent of it, but I felt the switch coming.
Well, the switch, I think, comes, and the thing I liked about what she said that made her go, oh, hold up. What you did was you let her be herself, and there was no judgment. And when she said, hey, I'm not feeling this, because I don't think she's like one of those people that ghosts people. I don't ghost nobody, by the way. I tell you like what's happening, what's going on, why I don't like this, why I'm upset. Like, I'm very verbal. The problem is I think what happens is people don't pick up on the fact that, hey, like, I'm trying to talk to you and be open with you and be vulnerable with you.
Yeah.
And there's a space where I want to be vulnerable. And then if you were in fact dating men, there's a lot of young men and they ain't ready for vulnerability. Sure. So then you coming in and going, hey, okay, listen, hey, like you can do whatever you need to do, but like what's going on? Like talk to me. Like don't do this shutdown.
Exactly.
Don't do this shutdown shit.
Right.
Talk to me. We grown.
And I think I did say
Communicate.
that. I'm like, take the guards down and like, let's just talk like we're friends, because I was like, at the end of the day, you good people and I want to make sure you good.
Yeah.
That was the context of the conversation.
Shit, my pants dropping right now, baby. What's up?
I'm done.
Shit, I'm like, hey, I'm turned on. Shit, I'm like,
She
damn.
said like that.
Hold on, I'm saying, hey, what's up, man? You call me?
Right, exactly.
Let me tell you what happened yesterday. I got to talk.
But no, I think it's transparency. It's vulnerability. It's the ability to be vulnerable with someone, and that's really what the switch is. The switch is if I could leave that door wide open and you could come in and out, and it doesn't have to be on or off. And that's what I liked about the girl from New York. The light was on and the door was open, wide open. Whatever I did, she could come in. There was never any judgment. And as a matter of fact, the only fight we ever had. And I could tell we were getting close because we were starting to have conversations. She made a comment about like, would I ever trust her? I was like, why wouldn't I trust you? She's like, what do you mean? I was like,
interesting dynamic.
I was like, I know that we have a unique experience, but like of all the people that I could say that I would trust, it'd be you. She said, yeah, but like, you're sleeping with people and I sleep with people. I'm like, yeah, but you're keeping it real with me. You're keeping it honest with me.
Exactly.
So if you told me you wanted to make this official and that you were done and I told you the same, I wouldn't think there wouldn't be a second thought in my mind. Stay in New York. I'm good here. Like, because we're open and honest with each other. That's really what I think I want. That's what I imagine you want. It's the ability to leave that door wide open to do whatever it is. Matter of fact, I don't need to do anything, but to leave the door open. So at least if something does happen, I'm not feeling judged or criticized or belittled for the things that I do that are I'm human just like you are. I make mistakes. Right. Unlike him. I'm not perfect like this guy here. But we make those mistakes and then it's being able to be real with you.
Yeah. And the crazy part is that when people let you do that, you become a person that you don't even imagine becoming.
Yeah,
true.
And that's when like the magic and the cool stuff happens and you realize like she thinks I'm a comedian.
Well, that's where you are. That's what that switch
and
is.
It's just like, wow.
Even like now, like you open as hell right now, right? Because the podcast starts and it's like, okay, cool. I don't know, who they want me to be yet. And that's really what's happening in my head. I don't know who you want me to be yet.
True.
That's interesting.
So I wait for you to tell me and then I'll play the part and I'll put the mask on.
Which personality do we have today?
Well, no, I'm me. It's me, baby. It's me. But that's what happens is I don't know which version of me you want me to be. And then after a while, I get sick of playing that part because you're not, and I'm disrespectful. Respectfully, you're not as interesting as you think you are that I want to play this person anymore. Like I'm sorry. Like, it's like, all right, cool. You got my, respectfully, like you got my attention, but like, you're kind of boring. Like this.
Damn, ladies, now you just heard it.
Hey, no, that's like, I mean, it sounds fun. I'm telling you, I've had to hurt people's feelings and I do it respectfully. I'm like, listen, it's not about you. It's about me. I don't want to pretend to be this version of me because I find myself boring. And if I can't be me and be with you, then I don't want to be here. I'm good. Like this isn't interesting anymore.
That's hard to accept because I was in a relationship where the person, that version of me that I didn't want to tap into would be a version that would cheat on you.
Yep.
I take too much pride in being loyal. So if I see myself cheating on you, oh no, this ain't gonna work.
Wait, did you do it? Did you cheat on somebody?
Damn,
I ended it before I did that.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But I'm saying that's a difficult conversation to navigate with someone.
It's a difficult conversation to have with yourself too.
Oh, it is.
Like, why do I have these feelings? What am I not getting fulfilled inside that makes me want to go?
And the person that you're explaining that to, they don't know what you're struggling with. No. They didn't know you struggle. They just think you're an ass or something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
I had somebody say this to me today. They said, I still think you're full of shit. And I said, why would I be full of shit? Well, because, you said this thing wasn't going to happen and it's happening. I said, no, I think you're confused as to what you thought was happening. And I told you that wasn't going to continue. This idea where like we have a relationship wasn't going to continue. But this thing that is just physical and just sexual has nothing to do. These two things in my mind, are not the same thing.
Yeah.
But I don't think you understand that. And I get it because your feelings are involved in this one. They're not involved in this one. So you're upset and you're hurt. I hear you. I understand you. For me, these two things are different. But again, watch what was said. Oh yeah, those are just excuses. You're still a piece of shit. Oh, you're still full of shit. I said, wow. Okay. Let me see what you just did. Click.
Yeah.
I mean, not everybody's gonna be your fan. No? Yeah, not everybody's gonna be your fan.
It's not about you being my fan. It's about you letting me be me.
Yeah.
And the truth is that I'm not here to judge nobody. I want you to be you. That's what I want you to do. Because I don't want you. Matter of fact, the same way my definition of respectfully, is you leaving that door open and whatever the fuck happens in this room of yours. That the light's on, do you, boo-boo. I ain't got no judgment from me. Now, if I don't like something you've done from love, I'm going to tell you, hey, you know what? I really like Laurie. I don't know why you did what you did. I'm not going to choose sides. I love Belle's relationship. I'm going to let it, hey, listen, I don't think you should have done that. I think you owe her an apology. Like, I got your back. Like, we can talk about it. I'm not judging you, but I think you fucked up. I think you should apologize. He said the same shit to me.
Now you're putting me in a situation.
Yep. hey, that's all I got to say. I'm not judging you, either one. But
Right.
I got nothing else to say about that. That's it. And my hope is you don't feel judged. But there's been plenty of people that I've been around that are just like, no, bro, what you did is fucking disgusting. You should never have done that. How could you? How dare you? I'm hold on one second. There we go. Now we're good. There we go. And that's what happens.
Off, yeah.
And now we're good. And then when you're like, oh man, like, because like right now I got this. We'll talk about on the ride home, I'm sure. There's one of the guys that had a relationship with my wife. They had a friendly relationship, just friendly. I vocalized it. Hey man, something about y'all issues is a little weird. I'm not really feeling it. It's a little weird. Well, and I was joking when I said it. I was like, yo, like, matter of fact, I'm dead serious. If she ever said, hey, Terrence, you feeling my wife? I'd be like, girl, what you talking about? I mean, she fine as hell, but not like that. Are you seriously asking me, or are you joking? No, I'm just fucking with you. Okay, cool. Okay, I'm about to say, because she fine as hell. Once I know we're joking. Okay, I'm going to say she fine as hell. I mean, shit, if you done, you know what I'm saying? If you say, hey, no, I am a little serious. I do feel like you make comments or you give her a little too long of a look. I'll say, okay, cool. Hey, let me make sure I check myself. If you can, do me a favor. Next time you see me do something or say something, could you point it out so I can be more respectful? And end the story. The dead ass. We're done. I said, hey, man, I think it's a little weird. Bro, like, I don't know why you would do that. I just love and respect you. I'm going to continue to have a relationship with her.
Interesting.
That's a weird. Yeah, I'm like, what? That's a weird way to phrase you. I gotta replay that. I love you, respect you. You're like a father to me, but I'm gonna continue to have a relationship.
Suck your
with
feelings
your wife.
in,
Right?
Pretty much.
No, the way I call it is fuck you. That's what I say.
Yeah.
'Cause,
pretty much.
It's fuck you.
Yeah.
That's so now it's like, oh well, I was in my egos and my feelings. I'm gonna call him and apologize. Nah, dog, you good?
Apologize.
Nah, hey, you good?
Why does he still have my number?
I mean, he didn't even message me yet. So the problem is that's the other problem. At least if you had the common courtesy to call me and say that to me, I might be like, all right, bro, you was in your feelings, all right, whatever. But you didn't. You told somebody else who knew me and then would tell me that.
Absolutely not.
No, I'm good. That's not you good. But lock the door, close it.
Some people can't handle that you have that much self-awareness and you create that much boundaries around yourself.
That part.
And they don't. You become the bad guy.
Oh yeah, I'm cool with being.
You know what I mean? And
yeah. Boundaries for sure. It's like a bad word or something like that.
And that's all that you're doing. When you turn that switch off, Terrence, I don't feel like you're
It's
just like get out of my face. No, you're protecting your
that's
boundaries.
what healthy people do in relationships.
But I didn't
What's that?
I didn't know anything about boundaries
absolutely.
or respect. What was wrong? What was right? When I met my wife, like it's like, oh, this is respect. Both ways. This is I respect you because I'm going to think before I speak. I'm going to think before I do something, and it makes me respect you, and I want to respect you. But also being respected, it's like you respect my time, you respect me, you respect telling me something that I did right or wrong. Like there's so many things. And then boundaries, you don't learn these things. Like, I don't know, some parents, they just don't tell you things. They don't lecture you. I think now that I haven't been lectured or taught many things, I'm a lecturer. So I'm like,
Are you close with your parents?
no.
No. Well, were you ever close with them growing up?
Mom, just mom.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, just mom.
No.
So, I mean, that's a reason why if that communication isn't there,
Right.
You know,
There's no foundation.
I don't know how to communicate. I don't know
where are they going to really teach you? They're going to teach you things by action, but a lot of verbal
or a lot of
just kind of
inaction.
like or a lot of inaction. Yeah,
Exactly.
Well, same thing.
A little more than that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it. I get it. The nurturing side of me was never there. I had to
Learn it. Right.
this side of it and nurture a relationship I am with a woman because of she needs things that I don't know how to give her, and so I had to learn a lot. That's why my first marriage obviously failed, not in love. Second one, we were in love, and failed on different accounts, but on the same principles. I still didn't know how to love. Had no idea.
Still learning so much every day.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Now I can have a conversation. Back then I couldn't have a conversation. I was like, I was like, what? Like, don't talk to me about your feelings. You have friends.
Right.
And
It's so separate. It's so separate. That we talk about that too. With relationships, especially heterosexual. I don't know. It might be every relationship, but it's like you are a woman. You do those things over there. I'm a man. I do these things over here. But it's like, no. You guys coincide in
your team.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a heterosexual thing.
Right, it might just
I think that's just a natural thing that we need. You know?
Yes,
Well, no,
in,
but she's saying, like, the
in a
dynamic
healthy
of-
way,
yeah.
yes.
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 But I just mean like, you're like, have those feelings over there with your friends.
Yeah,
But it's like,
Ooh,
no,
that's
I
true.
need to have feelings with you too. Like, I need
Yeah.
to feel comfortable, and we need to build that bond so that when you do trust somebody, when you do have a healthy relationship, now you know it's okay to be like, oh, you want to go out with your friends and you want to go do that? Go do it. Like, she'll be like, go do it. You're in fashion school. You're doing this. You're doing that. Go have fun. And I'm like, this is weird.
Yeah, see, but you met. So here's the thing: you're extremely lucky, extremely blessed. Both of you are, but it comes down to having somebody who can help you learn what your boundaries are, and then also respect the boundaries you make that may put them in like a position where, oh, okay, cool, I got to stop doing this thing. I was interested. I was going to ask when because you were still having your relationships, you were still dating other people.
Mm-hmm.
At what I don't know if you remember it, but you might. What conversation did y'all have where you said, hey, I don't want you dating other people anymore. This is us now.
Well, I definitely was telling her. I think we were sharing our stories.
Yeah.
We were like, oh my gosh, this date this date that. We're like, what? Whoa, that's crazy. But also it was like I was making her a main character. Like I was like, you're the main character.
Yep, I had never heard that
And
before.
I slowly like let people, plus I got my ex and all that stuff. So I'm like, oh yeah, like this is a good one. And I still didn't think about relationship wise, but I was just like, yeah, I was like kind of slowly moving away from other people and then just conversating with her, just dating her. And then I asked her to be my girlfriend,
Nice.
which was
Which
crazy because
You would have never. You
just
would have never.
no.
Right.
just
right.
all the things were just not the things that I would have done. Like, wow, we've been like, I've never been in a relationship fully like, what is it called?
monogamous.
Like, on. No,
Okay.
just
Oh.
like, breakup, all this stuff.
okay.
Well, hold on, you have 2 kids.
Yeah, but that was literally, I know, that was
There's a
like,
lot of baby daddies and baby mamas out here.
Why you jump into that? You just jump right into
Oh,
fire.
man,
No,
fine.
I mean,
Were you trying to
I'm
say
going
how
in the flame.
long? Like longer than 6 months, or I forgot
Just
how long it was.
like
that was very fair.
ongoing.
An ongoing
Like usually
relationship.
it was just like a breakup, come back together, break up, come back together, blah, 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 all
what
that
was
stuff.
the longest you had a relationship before without breaking up?
8 weeks.
There you go. Full circle. 8 weeks.
Couple months,
So,
maybe
so
6
where did the kids
a
come
year?
into play? I'm like,
Yeah,
wait a minute.
Her friend was a man.
Well,
No. No, it was a girl. It was a
shit. Okay, I'm
female.
just saying.
Yeah,
First marriage?
I married my best
Woman.
friend.
Woman.
Oh,
I married my best friend.
taking stabs in the dark.
But the man was just, I was still young and I thought like I was supposed to be with a man, but he was also very metro. It was awesome. Like
Very
fashion
metro?
and all of that stuff was there. So it was like cool.
Styling
is
each other's
Metro
outfits.
like a code word for gay?
no,
No,
God,
no,
oh
no.
my
Metro
God.
is just like very clean cut into like their feminine side, but very, very manly.
Okay, got-
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I had fun with that. I was introduced to a lot of things like fashion and brands and like all of this stuff. So it was fun.
Gotcha.
So yeah, I had 2 kids.
With him?
But it was like
Him, her. I'm kidding.
the first one was, I mean, they both were planned, but
Oh, they were.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
okay.
But it was like, I
Dustin
knew
is
I had no
amazed right now.
connection.
This is the whole
I knew I had no connection. I'm definitely alpha.
Because
okay, I know what I can do.
We're diving in a world that, well, I'm not saying a lot of people know of, but in a world that's so different from mine.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Okay,
So,
okay.
like,
Understood.
I don't know when people are, they're lesbians or
2
in a
men, 2 women,
relationship.
they have kids. Like how did it happen?
Right.
Well, yeah,
Or something
exactly.
like
Well, especially like, I don't really have a relationship with men. I'm
Right.
like, well, how'd you have
Yeah,
2 kids?
exactly.
You
And
know,
a lot of
you
people
kinda
think
blow
that.
my mind,
Yeah.
all right, now there's a story here I want to know.
They were planned.
Yeah,
and
they were
were not
planned. I was
accidents,
young
so.
and I knew there was no connection.
Okay.
Like we were
He's involved in the
love
kids'
or
lives and all
whatever.
that stuff too?
No,
No.
never.
So
I
the
mean-
plan was you to
By
have the
plan.
kids
Mhm.
Okay.
and him not, he's just the donor,
There you
Pretty
go.
much.
right?
There you go.
Pretty much.
Okay.
I know pretty much.
I mean, did
I
we
mean,
know
that's-
that then and there? No.
But to simplify it now,
But I knew what I wanted in life.
Yeah.
I wanted to
Did
travel.
he
I
know
wanted to
you
be in the
were,
military.
planning these kids?
No, we both planned it together.
Okay. All right.
But it was just like his mindset was probably different than mine.
Yeah, you were planning kids. He was planning a life. Two totally different
Wait a minute.
things.
And he was like, wait, we're getting married now, right?
No, not
No.
married. Mm-mm.
Or
He
a
was like, you didn't
relationship.
ask for marriage. You asked for a kid. Yeah, it's very true. It's very true. I mean, we all have stories.
But so he's not involved in the kids' lives
No.
anymore. Okay. All right.
And I'm pretty sure he has many kids.
Damn.
Yes.
Oh shit.
He's a good sperm donor.
I'm trying to get like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not bored.
All right.
Nah, mine's
Yeah.
scheduled for October 10th. I'm
It was
done.
fun. Whatever. We did our
Your
thing.
daughter's birthday and our daughter's birthday is
And
the same.
then I
love that.
realized like I could
Friday.
have a kid and it was healthy. I wanted another one. And so I just did my thing and then live my life.
And so you're like, hey, I want one more. Come over here.
Yeah.
Okay. See, I mean, there's nothing.
Where were those when I was coming up, man? God damn. I'm trying to just go
But I mean, his mindset was like, if I have enough kids with this woman, she's going to be stuck with me.
Oh.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
but I'm independent. So it's not like nothing was lies. No lies or anything like that.
Yeah,
it's not like I'm like, give me a kid and I'll be with you forever. No.
Yeah, you got
It was
6 hours to
just-
get this done, champ.
Yeah.
Let's go.
It was just like,
Expectations,
this
you know,
worked out for
different.
us. And yeah, my standards are high. So I gotta go. I
Girl,
gotta go
look
do
at
the
me when
thing.
you say that. Yes, I like that.
Oh.
I like that. I picked up on
Trying to
that.
get nasty.
I like that.
Podcast after
Just turn
dark.
the light on. Turn the red light on.
Turn the lights out. Hey, click.
Yo, I'm glad you said that. When she met me and I brought her over to my house the one day, and
I
she
knew you were gonna say that.
he said it. Yo, I kept the red light in the room.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I was wondering if she was gonna be like, what goes on?
Now the question
Yeah.
is,
Just a vibe.
is she wearing a strap on in her
Just-
jeans? That's the question.
Oh, rude. No.
I for sure thought I was going to get the
baby,
title for being rude.
Hey, baby, we're Navy. I was thinking, like, hey, girl, like, what's up?
Nah.
Like, fixing it and shit. Like, what's up, baby?
Adjusting it,
No.
just adjusting it.
No.
Yeah,
That's a
not
different
mindset.
that's a different
Yeah,
session.
No, it's a different-
for sure.
yeah.
Totally,
For
totally
sure.
different session.
That is funny.
But to try to circle this back to how we started this conversation, we were talking about the different dynamic of relationships when you're in the military.
Yeah.
Right. I completely went in, look, fresh, 18 years old, and don't really understand how I want my relationships to look yet, but I knew what I didn't want. Right. So I just led with that. And, fast forwarding until meeting Laurie and getting married, I would say what I did was just prioritize myself and that safe space that you mentioned earlier. That's super important. And I didn't realize for a long time that what I was looking for was the safety thing.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that's a title that I could attach to what I was looking for.
Why were you looking for safety? Did you have safety growing up?
I did.
Did
Different
you?
ways.
Hmm.
Different ways. I guess it depends on what we're talking about.
Yeah, give us an example of a way you had safety.
A way that I had safety is, I had a home.
Okay.
I didn't have to worry about where I was going to live.
Okay.
I had a very loving mom. But I did have an abusive parent.
Your dad was abusive?
Yeah. So that creates a different dynamic
Why you
of
got the same dad?
safety in a place
wrong with you?
where you also already feel safe or you're
Yeah.
supposed to feel safe.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't realize that I was looking for safety because it was wrapped up and layered into so many different things.
Yeah.
Have you heard of Maslow's hierarchy of needs?
Absolutely.
So at the very bottom, what I heard you say just now, you said you called it safety, but I think that was more security.
Mm.
I had a house, I had a place to sleep.
For sure.
Yeah, but if I'm getting beat in the house that I'm supposed to be
It's not
comfortable
real.
sleeping in, the safety aspect is gone.
Yeah, that's
And
injected.
I think more times than none, a lot of us that grow up with traumas, it starts at the bottom. The foundational needs of safety,
For sure.
security, nurturing, those things are
Gone.
absent. They're
You-
absent.
You don't even know
Right.
what it looks like.
And then
Right,
the
yeah.
beauty of that, and I think if anybody's listening, and I want to keep, we're going to cut this one up. into
Yeah.
two pieces.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
will.
Yeah. Yeah.
The beauty of this whole thing is you can't work on the upper things until, and this is the problem with our relationships, and then of course trauma in the military, and then trauma in our childhoods that leads into trauma in the military, that leads into trauma when we get out. Is you can't start on the next level up until the levels below it
Come
are
on.
met.
For sure.
So
yeah.
until I've got my need for safety met, my need for safety, I can't focus on marriage and happiness and relationships and all that other stuff because I'm so focused on needing that basal need of safety. And if I don't have that, then I can't go to the next level. Then once safety's met, then I can go to things like ambition and vision and mission and drive and all that stuff. But if I can't get that thing done, I can't do this thing. I can't do that thing. And the crazy part is, if you really look at his hierarchy of needs, everything that's about yourself is at the very top.
At the top.
Mm.
Yeah.
Everything that you need, like for your own self, self-reliance, self-confidence, self-discipline, all those safety needs, all those needs are at the very freaking top. And you can't get to the top without finishing the bottoms first.
Correct.
So our foundations are fundamentally broken.
Yeah. And so I kept climbing, and I think I would give that advice to anyone that's in the military or post-military looking for relationships. You really have to keep climbing that ladder. Because, you might have an ego in the way where you're alpha. Like you said, like you're super alpha. Would you really identify yourself as looking for security and safety if you identify yourself as alpha? Maybe you wouldn't look at it that way. You may disguise it as something else. So, but I love that you mentioned that hierarchy because, you have to keep climbing that ladder and doing the work.
Yeah.
That's for sure. And that's how we ended up We were climbing the ladder for sure. And that's what we connected because we're at that same spot in the ladder.
So what would you give people advice to who are gone through some trauma, not say broken, but need help and advice on relationship and a healthy relationship? What would your advice be for them that are looking for love and the marriage? Because I think you probably weren't looking for marriage. You were looking for marriage and you found each other. So, and you guys didn't quite fit the mold what each other are used to.
No.
So how do you, what would your advice be for somebody who's looking?
So much. But if I had to sum it up, I would say, don't take a risk on a outside relationship with a third party, whoever he or she may be, until you have taken all the risk on yourself first.
So true.
Damn, how's she gonna drop that when you just say, let's go first, Laurie, then you come back and say it. Now you ain't gonna listen to nothing else. That's the bomb.
I mean, like you're explaining, I truly, truly, truly believe you need to sit at your table and you need to study yourself. You need to know yourself. You need to learn all the things. And if you don't know them, then you just read or you talk to friends, and you need to just know yourself. You need to know yourself, because I always say to my friends, don't have someone pull up a chair to your table. Have your own table. They have their own table, and then you guys co-mingle and see where that goes. And I refuse. Like, at the end of the day, it was like, listen, I don't want anybody to pull up a chair at my table anymore. Like, I want someone to have their own table so that we can have choices, have options.
What you got?
I like it.
I like it.
Yeah, I want to hear yours.
Yeah, what's yours?
Mine?
Yeah.
Oh,
you've
man.
been quiet most of this time. Yeah, relationship talk.
It goes on the same. It goes on the same realm. What we all been talking about is, one, you have to fix yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If you're broken, you can't get in a relationship healthy. Okay, so you have to love yourself before you're gonna be able to love somebody else. You have to be comfortable alone before you can be comfortable with somebody else.
That part.
Because all these other things are going to come into play, and they're going to haunt you, and they're going to haunt your relationship. If you're not healthy mentally up here and right here, your relationship is not going to be healthy. There's something that's going to make it break, whether it's something big, or you're going to venture outside that relationship because you think you're not happy and something's making you uncomfortable. So you have to really work on yourself. And I had to do that. That's what I had to do. I had to really go on a self-discovery of who I am, because I didn't really know who I was. The military is who I was.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, when I got out and retired and now I'm in this relationship, I'm already fucked up. I didn't get all the help I needed.
Yeah.
And now I have this new dynamic. Well, there was a dynamic that was already there as my childhood trauma that I didn't even deal with. And now all of this damage, and it's not getting healed. And now I have this beautiful wife at the time, and I did things to destroy that marriage. And it's like, wow, okay, I wasn't proud of it. I never physically abused her or anything like that, but I was never present. I could provide the house, I could provide, being protective, and the 3 P's, protective, provide, protective, but I wasn't ever present. And that was the same thing with my kids. So I have 4 kids, and that was the same thing with my 2 older kids. I wasn't really present. Okay. If you can't be present in a relationship, you can't be present anywhere.
For sure.
You're not going to be present in yourself.
Right.
So you got to really just take time to get to know you. And so I took a couple of years.
That's good.
Just to get to know me.
Yeah. I think a lot of people have a hard time being doing things by themselves, being by themselves. They don't want to eat themselves. Yeah. Like they don't want to
take yourself on a date.
Yeah.
But then that's when you really find out who you are.
For sure.
What you like, what you don't like.
Yep.
And stop wasting time.
How the heck can you coach someone through a relationship with you when you don't even know you don't know what you like and what you don't like?
Exactly. Exactly. So, I mean, that's it.
What about you, Terrence? You want to close it out?
Right.
No, that was great. No, I think y'all hit it. Plus, I riffed enough. So you guys got it.
Where can we find you? So you're in fashion. Quick plug about the fashion and what kind of fashion you're in, and where can we find you?
So basically, I started my fashion because I realized when you get out of the military, you're just wearing a uniform. So I always wanted to do the capsule wardrobe for military. So that's my main event. That's what I'm trying to do. That's what I'm building. But you can find me on Instagram, Marlo Royale, marloroyale.com on my website, but I'm still working. I'm still branding. So
it's a work in progress. I love it.
Yeah, sure.
We didn't even get to the business side of this thing, but
know.
I mean, that's part 2. And then what do you do and where can we find you?
Man, I love helping entrepreneurs. I love helping them get their business ideas and connecting them to bringing it to life. Even if it's a hustle and you already got it going on, help you make that thing official, real operating business. So I'm a business consultant. You can find me, hit me up on Marlow_experience on Instagram. I'm not really active, but if you have some ideas or you need some support with some systems and processes and some operations within your business, hit me up.
All right.
Cool.
All right. Any questions for him? Any last minute questions?
Honestly, if we ask any more questions. I got tons of questions. We're going to save those for the next episode.
Yeah, right.
We got tons of questions.
All right. If you're looking for love, if you're looking for drama, if you're looking for a spank bank, well, military is definitely
spank bank.
Yeah, but porn's
We talked about some past relationships.
Yeah.
In the spank bank.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, go ahead. Wrap
the
it up.
military, we got plenty of it. This isn't going to be the last time we talk about sex. Well, we didn't talk about drugs or rock and roll, but we'll get there eventually. So tune in. Make sure you like, subscribe, DM us. Tell us how you like the guests. Tell us how you like us. You can tell me you don't like me. I don't care. But anyway, make sure you like and subscribe. You just watched a full episode of Therapy Was Full. And our next episode is going to be dropping soon. And I'm just glad to have Terrence back.
I know. You missed me.
Yeah, I did. I did miss you.